Welcome to Realty Investors Group, aka RIG. I think we all got the understanding about the red and the green, but let's don't go by this slide. If you would, please do me 3 favors. Eat, drink, tip, and if you go on Facebook, like their Facebook page. We got a couple of, I think, young ladies working with us now. There's Captain Morgan back there. She's new for us, new with us. And let's see. Come on. There we go. Is it still September? I'm slow, all right. It's October, but this is our agenda for tonight. We're going to run through it, some quick announcements. You get to do your member introductions. I think everybody is about 1 person, 2 people may know this gig, so we're just going to keep on going here. You may hear, oh man, it's going to be fun tonight. We always want to go over this slide. Due diligence, due diligence. Can't even say it, it's exciting. Due diligence. It's up to you to do your research on not only on good deals you may hear, but people. Ask around, go, hey, you know about Project X? Do you know about Joe Bob Billy? What's the scoop? Find out. We don't try to vet anybody. So if you hear something good, do your due diligence there. Social media, we got all kinds of stuff out on the web, but one thing you need to remember is realtyinvestorsgroup.org. Our Facebook group is growing. We're over 3.6K members and we're growing daily. It's very active. If you haven't been there, people go, I need a plumber now. Certain people, if you're members, can say, I've got something I need to sell, or I got something I need to buy. You can promote your services on there. It's free to everybody, but if somebody's going to promote a deal or promote services, we ask you to be members. And we've got 3 levels of membership. There we go. Individuals, $100. That's just me by myself. You get to come and get posted on the website. You can enjoy all the meetings. We normally have a party in the summer, which we missed last summer. So we had our party in the park. It was a real big hit. And then in December, we normally have a gathering away from a meeting. And the board and I have really got to sit down and start working because it's like not September, but October. And we've got to get some stuff planned. We're going to try to figure out what we're going to do for a Christmas party and have that come in. Whereas Katie would say, our December party. December, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you want to have. We're going to have a party in December. Partnership is like for me or you and your significant other, whether it be a personal level or a business partner. You save a little bit of money, and if you have a business to promote, be $250 a year. We'll try to promote your business as much as we can, and from time or every month, we pick a business member of the month. They get to come up and they get to talk about their services. And tonight, it's a group that they're fairly new with us, but I think they like us. I know we love them. So we're going to ask Mark and Ann to come up. The director of awesomeness, and Ann, come on up. Let me see if I can get your slide where it needs to be.
Everyone. So this is Ann of VanSteenskiste Design, and I'm Mark. Ann is my wife. She's the principal designer. We're a family-owned business. We do home staging and interior design. So Ann's the principal designer. My daughter is the home stager, and I am the director of awesomeness. Awesome. So we're going to just talk a little bit about what we do. We do a lot of different things. What we thought might be appropriate here is for anyone who's looking at doing short-term rentals, we can help in a lot of different ways. So we're going to talk about that.
I have technology issues.
I've never done this with PowerPoint.
Oh.
Okay, I'll just. So go in.
Okay. We were going to talk about short-term rentals, and as a designer, that's one of the projects we've been working on a lot lately, and it's super fun. And our job is to make you, if you do short-term rentals, look super, super cool, way cooler than everybody else. Because we all know it's about Instagram, and we want your pictures to look like wow, rather than like grandma's attic exploded in your house. And so what we do is we start with design boards, like you can see there, and you know, I work right with the client, and everything is clickable, so you can read about that sofa, see the size, see how much it costs, you can accept it or reject it. But by the time the shooting's over, we come up with a plan, and that's the vision we're working on right now. I mean, those are the paint colors, the floor colors. I picked out the lighting, the outside of the house colors, the front door colors. And this is another one that's in process right now. And so you can see this is a mountain home rental we're working on. And so all houses are not created the same. So we're going to suit each house to its own needs. So you can see this as a very different vibe as we try to do the mountain home vibe. But it always, no matter what kind of home it is, starts with the floor plan. And so this is a very detailed, I mean, it's not very detailed. This is the way every plan starts. So we know that this sofa, this bed, this rug, this whatever I choose fits exactly there and goes like that. In fact, this particular plan is for a rental we're doing for one of the members here who lives out of state. So I haven't even actually been there, but I designed it and picked all the everything. And even the artwork, so you can see on this slide, I said artwork number 1 goes there, 2 goes there, 3 goes there. And I gave him, you know, his accessories with a sticky note on them. And I'm like, this plant goes on your kitchen table. So it's a foolproof plan. And this is his plan. He wanted, you know, just traditional. And so that's what I tried, kind of funky, and that freaked out. So we went here, and he's very happy. And this is one we're working on right now. This is it's in the very baby stages. We're just trying to get the vision of what our plan is. But it's, you know, it's an older home, and the client really loved blues, and we want to try to keep it looking vintage, so we weren't too crazy mod. And this shows, you know, these are some options, rugs with those chairs or bedroom sets. So we suit the home. It's not one size fits all. And so this is another design board did for a different mountain home. This was awesome. It sleeps like 8 or 10. We have this, and we remodeled. I turned it into bunk beds up there and all this cool stuff. And luckily the guy just said yes, and I did this. And when you see the next slide, you can see that's what it started out looking like, and that's what it ended up looking like. So you can see how, if you go back once really quick, everything in this slide became part of that home. And you can see how it's about the $1 million view. So I don't want red curtains on the wall. I want the views. So we brought everything down and neutralized it and let the views be the drama of this scene. And then you know, I've put a ton of hours into just getting it down to a system. So it's like, boom, there's your kitchen. Boom, there's sort of a formula, this many towels per renter, this many sheets, whatever. So you can kind of know what your pricing is going to be. Is there another one? That's it? Okay. And we've done it, and we know how to make you look great. So this is what we do, and we'd love to help you.
Any questions?
I have a design fee for, you know, like 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom unit, kind of a general fee for that. So, yes. Well, this number of bedrooms, because really a living room is a living room, whether it's itty bitty or big, but like, yes, the number of bedrooms for property, I haven't figured out that.
So when I hire a designer, interior designer, or a stager, all my clients ask so how much that costs.
Right.
I always like, well, ask them, I don't know.
Well,
But
I
if-
have a
what's the
handout.
good way to give them an idea what to expect for a high-end designer to?
Yes. Well,
What's a good way to give them a ballpark idea? of what they-
right, so I have, it would be about $1,500 for me to design for a 2-bedroom rental. For my time to source everything. You
So
know,
when you say source, that you provide this design, and then you actually purchase for them?
that,
They pay for them, but do you source them?
so that's something we could, it could go either way. I've done it. Some people like to source their own. That's the 1,500. If you want me to source and track all the orders and even receive, that's more.
Okay,
And that's what we do.
but
I
that
mean,
service is available if somebody's hands off, I got a
yes.
vacation rental, I want you to design the space, I approve it, I want you to source the furniture and then get it, installed.
Yep.
There is a service.
Yep, and we can install, I mean, the one where, the mountain homes we showed previous, they're in Texas, they're not even here, so they're not even gonna see it. We're gonna order it, washing her sheets, I'm gonna install her pictures.
So you go there to receive the furniture? and
Well, I
set it up?
send her furniture to a receiver and she pays for that, but I'm taking a good steward of her money, so like I'm gonna receive all of her little things, so she doesn't have to pay a receiver $30 to receive her towels that cost $20. So I'm receiving all of her little stuff,
And then you go there and set it up.
and then we'll bring our van full of her stuff, and then the receiver will meet and we'll spend the day.
Unpacking all this stuff.
Setting up.
Box, can you do it at the state? Well, buying house around some other critical.
Yep, one of these other jobs, the job I showed you was, he's out of state, it was actually,
Client living out of state, but just in Colorado.
the house is out of state. It's in
Clients
Missouri.
clients in here,
The-
clients in here, they bought a copy of the state.
Kevin Montague, he's got a property in Missouri.
Missouri.
So we've been designing, we've been presenting these options to him.
Is he the traditional one?
Yeah, that's him. And, and then I did the floor plan and I put the pictures, so each of the pictures was labeled, so number one, and I said, when you're there and I'm not there, we're gonna FaceTime, and I'm gonna tell you that's too high or low, and we'll install together. Okay. Well, thank you so
All right.
much.
And you're doing something for Christy too, right? Christy?
I
Christy Day?
did Christie's whole house furnished for herself, not a rental. And she was very open to color and we had a ball. It's very colorful.
I saw where Christy was bragging on Facebook about it.
Oh,
So I tried to share that, but I just said, we love it. Who are
okay.
you? And one of these was Kim's, right?
Yes, I wasn't sure if I had permission to say
She
that.
was back there, that's fine, that's fine. This is our have, wants, and OMGs. OMGs could be, oh my goodness, or, oh my goodness. Could be either way. Oh, come on. So anybody have some deals they'd like to share or training events they've got coming up? Paul, I know Wes was sending some stuff out today. You want to talk about any of your deals?
I got one that's 287.
Yeah, if you're looking for deals, you definitely want to get their mail list. Mr. Cole, did you take care of the one you posted? All right. That's OMG. She saw it, she fixed it, she flipped it. Now she's looking again, right? Anybody else? Nobody. Surprise, surprise, Kevin's is gone. He decided to hold on to it. This is getting into our training stuff. These guys, we love them. Vince, we've been talking about you all this time. You'll hear me say often, don't give a lot of money to out of town gurus that fly in and will tell you they got the best things for cooking with gas. They'll teach you something maybe very generic and then fly out of town and you're on your own. These guys are here. They know Denver. They're here. They meet once a month. They're here. They know what's going on. And I won't say names, but a couple of our members bought this one workshop, I think last weekend. It was advertised to cover subject A. They spent 2 days there and they never even touched on subject A. But so it was like, oh, we'll talk about it tomorrow. They had 24 hours to cancel and get the money back. Well, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow came and went. They never did talk about the subject pays money for. These guys are here. We love them. Tim is up here quite a bit. He takes part in a lot of our presentations. Katie, everybody knows Katie. Our Inc. was our very first group. She's moved on to doing masterminds, and she's kind of involved even again. She's got, let's see how long I'm turning it. An older group and a younger group. So you can fit into the group that you feel most comfortable with. She's got 2 groups going on right now. There's her stuff. You can get some information, find out about what's coming up, and maybe get in on the next group. I do broker hard money. I work with a couple different funds. We do rehab loans. One thing a little bit different, what we do is we do no monthly payments, and we do your rehab money in advance. You pay a little bit more up front, but you do no payments. And the rehab draws in advance. Not you don't go do the work, you can get approved and get your money back. That's one we do up to 90%, depends on the deal, the project, your experience, and the FICO. There's no tax documents, no bank statements, no W-2. We don't care. We don't care about what you do in the daytime. We want to know what your fixed flip experience is. We also do. She's killing me. Dave, you have fun tonight. We do rental loans. There's a little bit of that there about it there. I'm not going to go into great details. This is fairly new, and Lonnie and I was talking about this. A lot of people, it's going to be, you're going to use it for Airbnb or something like that. We don't want to talk to you. So they've got a new product that they're working specifically for the rental loans. And there's one way you can do it is an interest-only loan. We talked about this last month a little bit, how people in California, young people can afford these big giant mansions. They're not making payments, they're just paying interest. Say again? IO, off to the bank I go. But they're living in big places and all they're doing is paying interest only. If you like that, that's available. And we do construction ground up. It's me, you know me. This is I'm gonna hit on this for just a little bit. More and more, even here we started hearing about how crypto coins are used in buying real estate, cars, stuff like that. Ray, one of our favorite contractors, he's taking payments in crypto coins. So I started researching. I didn't want to invest my money in it. I want to research how to mine it. Build a computer and let it do this and just get paid it. I'm glad to take the coin. That's not put the money in. Then the more I researched, I came across this program. One route is you can spend thousands of dollars, build this big rig that burns $100 or hundreds of dollars of electricity every month. It's very loud, it's very hot, and it makes coins. This group, they'll give you a little box, probably smaller, about the size of this iPad. It's very quiet, and it just generates, and it is this mining and building this IoT network. They pay you in coins. There's a little cards on the table if you're interested, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. And now we're gonna bring David up, and David, you can play with this. All right. We had David here, I think it was either our first or second meeting as Rig. David came in and did a land talk, and there was a lot of good questions about it. If that doesn't work, I can use your mouse. I'll stay in here. You should be good. Which one? It's supposed to be. Right. Up. Down. Up for next. Up for next. Up for next. All right, you got your marker. I'm gonna sit you back. Yeah, I'm really having fun with this. Time invested to do. Where's the, I can't even see the cursor. Get it? Yeah. Very good. All right, can everybody hear me on this mic?
Yes.
Okay. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good. Starting to get cold finally, huh? A little bit of rain. Awesome. So, we're going to talk about how to add a little more deal flow and cash flow to your current real estate business. So, it's easier to just use the buttons. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the common asset classes that we talk about in this group and in most of the real estate groups, you know, single family homes, multifamily, things like that. We're going to talk about what's your heaven and the ideal market, and what's your hell and the not so ideal market. Some remnants of the current market. And then we're going to get into how to add deal flow and cash flow using this lesser known asset. So a little introduction. This is myself and my partner. I started real estate investing in about 2012. I spent a stint flipping houses. Then I founded Mile High Rural Land where to flip land. And actually that's more like 2016 and 2015. But I've done a lot of fix and flips, a little bit of wholesaling, and worked a little bit in multifamily. Had a career in a soul-sucking career in engineering and sales. And then my partner on the he's out on the East Coast in Ridgefield, Connecticut. We partner in our land coaching business. So single family, notes, lending, commercial, so office, industrial, multifamily, assisted family, etc. Who here is involved in any of these? And so how many realtors do we have? Active realtors. Not somebody just for a realtor license. All right, cool. How many wholesalers we got? 20, all right. How many are doing fix and flips? All right, fair amount. And buy and holds. Okay. Anybody, not really a great market for lease options, but anybody doing lease options currently or have done lease options? All right, cool. And then who's just doing private lending, investing capital, or investing, whether it's in an individual house flip or investing in a syndication? All right, good, awesome. So let's talk about the heaven. I like to use the acronym time, money, and energy. So when you're young, you got lots of energy. Probably new in a career, so you don't have a lot of time, and you definitely don't have a lot of money. When you're old, or when you're middle-aged, you've got, still don't have time. You might have some money, you might have some energy, but less time, really. And then when you're old, you got all the time in the world, you got money, but you got no energy. So that's when you want to be passive investing, right? So why are we all here? What's your why? No, your money is a symptom. Your money is a product of to get you where you want to be. But we want to enjoy time with our family and friends. Who doesn't want to do that? We want to spend our time. And how many people are currently employed? All right. And how would you like to tell the man to take this job and shut it? Right? We want to travel. We want to give back both of our time and of our fortune, right? Be charitable.
take on new hobbies, maybe learn new stuff, mentor somebody, teach somebody. It sounds like a great life, right? That's why we're all here, right? To live that kind of a life. And we think, real estate's an avenue to get there, and it is.